Hi everyone, this week's Monday Vibes theme is money, and if just hearing the word money makes you squirm, all the more reason to stay with me. So I shared a story about how when I was in corporate, Andrew and I were making about the same salaries, which I was pretty proud of because he had an MBA and I didn't have any advanced degree at the time, and I worked really hard to make that kind of salary. And so this meant that he and I could really spend and save as we pleased. Of course, we were on a unified front with big investments and were aware of each other's debts and talked about how much we wanted to save for our futures. But we were more or less operating separately and could do what we wanted, which was fine and worked fine for us for a while. But this really meant that we weren't examining our underlying money stories. We didn't really have to. And even after 10 years of being together, that was the case. And so when I left corporate to pursue my graduate degree and entrepreneurship full time, all hell broke loose. And every insecurity that I ever had around money came flying to my face, and it was not pretty, and it was kind of destroying me from the inside out and destroying our marriage and just causing me a lot of inner turmoil. I had stories on repeat like, you are a spoiled brat, you are a helpless wife, you are a bad feminist, you are too petty, you should be more grateful, you are a loser, you are unbelievably selfish. I mean, the list goes on, and it was dark. So I decided to double down on healing my relationship with money. So I read a lot of books about women and money. I gave up on reading money books written by men a long time ago because I felt like they just couldn't relate to my situation. And I took a lot of courses, and really nothing was helping. And that was frustrating. And so what I was finding was either practical advice I already knew, the assumption that my problem as a woman and with money was that I spent too much. And that really wasn't the case. The problem was that I was afraid of spending, and any like penny that I spent, especially when I wasn't like immediately replenishing it with my income, felt torturous. I felt so guilty. And that's where the poverty mindset really gets activated. I came across way too many affirmations, as if my problem was I wasn't meditating enough, and if I meditated more, money would just fall in my lap. And then an almost dogmatic use of gratitude to minimize any desires for more. Just being overly grateful for what good was happening in my life, which was mildly helpful, but it actually made me feel guilty for wanting more and wanting to earn more and wanting to feel better about spending and investing in myself and my business. What I wasn't finding was discussions around social injustice and wealth inequity, why women feel shame around money, especially wanting more or having too much, how spending can be pleasurable. So I got really tired of this like very constrictive budget mentality where the only advice was to save more. That just was perpetuating my already clingy, hoardy, attachy pattern to money, and it wasn't helpful. The essential role of receiving, so understanding that we go in ebbs and flows of giving and receiving, and that I was in a period of receiving. And the connection between money and self-love, and the fact that sometimes we have to make unpopular decisions to put our needs and our happiness first, and our money goals and the goals for our future first. So I had to address all these gaps myself. And it's been a trip, and I've learned a lot, and I've had to work really, really hard to heal and rewrite my money story. And so I am thrilled to share that I am now wanting to offer what I've learned with all of you. And so I just launched a new class called Rewrite Your Money Story. And in Rewrite Your Money Story, we will be covering themes like I wasn't finding with a lot of these money experts and money books. We'll be talking about uncovering the roots of our money story and the role of intergenerational trauma. We'll be talking about inner turmoil versus external reality and overcoming poverty mindset. So a lot of times we're on these old scripts that run our subconscious belief systems that are not true anymore. Feminism, privilege, and shame, and whether we feel like we're earning more or less of what we're supposed to. The science of money, worth, and playing small. There's a lot of interesting research out there, especially pertaining to women, and why we kind of default to shrinking and playing small. So I'll also be incorporating how to negotiate for a raise, for example, and how to ask for what you want. Boundaries, people pleasing, and spending and saving patterns. So why people pleasers are have an accentuated problem with keeping money and feeling empowered to keep some of their money to themselves. And then I'll be offering meditations and somatic exercises to help you ease money anxiety. And so the class will take place Friday, March 6th from 9 to 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 12 to 1:30 Eastern. It's one 90-minute call because I know you all are super busy and want things action-packed. And so that's what I'm going to offer, and there'll be time for some Q&A. So we'll get your personal questions answered, and then also be offering a Google form ahead of time so that even if you can't join live, you'll also get the recording and a chance to answer your specific questions. So early bird pricing is available until Friday at midnight, Friday, February 28th. And I just want you to know that this will be a safe space to explore all your insecurities around money. We all have them. Connect with others who are in a similar position and desiring a different relationship with money, and walk away feeling empowered with tools, strategies, and a greater understanding of how to move through the world with greater joy and ease. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? And it all starts with money, our root chakra, our sense of security. So I hope that you will join us, and if now is the time to roll up your sleeves and get real with your money story, I would love to be your guide. It's been 2 years since I've offered a class like this, but it's just too important to me. I really wanted to get out in the world, share what I've learned, and support other women in standing in their power. We need more women to stand in their power. So I hope that if this resonates, you'll hop on board. I can't wait to support you. And if you are wanting the subscriber-only tools and resources available through Monday Vibes, and to receive this kind of insight and knowledge on a weekly basis and join the community, sign up. You can subscribe to Monday Vibes on my website, www.elizabethezabeth-su.com/Monday Vibes. Hope you all have a great day. Mwah!